Last week, I posted my guitar cover of 21 Pilots' latest song, Overcompensate, in the video. You can check out in the description box below in case you haven't seen it already. And after I published it, of course, I got a lot of requests for a tutorial. How do you play it? Can we get tabs? Yes. So here we are today. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well and hope it continues to go well. Welcome to the lesson on how to play Overcompensate. And this is going to be how I played my cover of it, which again, link down in the description box below. If you want chords, we're going to be publishing that lesson later on this week, as well as how to play this on ukulele. And we're going to do this for every song when Clancy comes out on May 17th, so definitely stick around. Hey, if you enjoy this type of content, maybe consider donating to the channel's Ko-Fi, link down in the description box below. Buy the boy coffee, keep the boy sane. But anyway, let's get right into it. I'm going to grab a guitar with some fret markers, that way it makes it easier to follow along. And of course, there will be tabs on the screen. Let's go. First lesson, we are going to be in standard tuning like most 21 Pilots songs, and we'll go ahead and start at the very beginning, right after that beautiful piano intro. The synths come in with a very cool synth bass line, as well as another synth over top of it that sounds like this. And that goes on throughout the entire intro. So, how do we play this? Well, we go to the D string 10th fret. Then we go up to our G string 10th fret. And then pull off to our 8th fret of our G string. Then go back up to your G string 10th fret. And pull back off to your 8th fret again. That way you're doing that little twice. And now you can just pick one note and hammer it on and off. Or you can pick the 10th fret and just pull off, or you can pick all the notes. Whatever is preference for you. For me personally, I like the sound of the note being articulated again, so I pick the 10th frets each time. I would pick everything, but it's way too fast for my alternate picking, so I just pick everything. But whatever's preferential to you. So once again, and then next part, we move to our D string 10th fret. Pull off to your 8th fret of your D. And from there, the phrase repeats. So what we got in total, what you see on the tab up here, is this real slow at first. Repeat. Repeat. And you get it. So a little bit faster. A little bit faster. And then up the tempo-ish. Without the recording, it's a bit harder for me to get the tempo right. However, something like this. And that, like I said, that goes on throughout the entire intro. And technically, it goes on past Welcome Back to Trench. It plays through that line as well. On my cover, I just stop at the 10th fret of the G string just to catch my breath a little bit, but goes on throughout the entire duration of the intro. So now let's move on to when Tyler begins to sing. So this is where Tyler starts singing the little sample from Bandito. I created this world to feel some control. What is going on here is power chords, basically. Go to your A string on your 4th fret with your index finger. And then you want to take your ring finger to the 6th fret of your D string. And then take your pinky and put it on the 8th fret of your G. So that way you get a power chord. And what we want to do with every power chord in this section is we want to arpeggiate everything. So just hit each note and let it ring out. So next you want to take the shape and move it up 2 frets. So the 6th fret of your A string, then the 8th frets of your D string, and the 8th fret of your G string. Then you go to your low E string 6th fret, then put your ring finger on the 8th fret of your A string, and then you want to take your pinky finger and put it on the 10th fret of your D string. This one is a little bit of a stretch, but it's so pretty. One of my favorite power chords to play, the suspended. Then the next one you want to do is go to your low E string 8th fret, your A string 10th fret, and then your D string 8th fret. Now the way I'm playing this is I'm barring both the E, A, and D string with my index finger. And then of course the ring finger allows us to get that note in there as well. However, if you can't bar those 3 strings with your index finger, that's completely fine. Alternate fingering you could do. Low E string, 8th fret with your 1st finger, your index. Pinky on your 10th fret of your A string. And then your middle finger on the 8th fret of your D string. Whatever is most comfortable for you. But so far we got this. Very, very pretty little section, especially with that suspended in that C minor 7 sort of thing. It's really cool. Second time around, you want to do every chord except for that last one, not that one. Second time around, it goes like this. So I sing Salo Folina. We move on to another section. So, where Tyler sings, sounds like this all together. I created this world to feel some control. Destroy it if I want. So I sing Salo Folina. To where, in the recording, you can go back to, and it'll work perfectly fine. However, in my cover, I don't do that because I wanted to do something different for that section. So I pedal on the A string 8th fret, on an F, and bounce back and forth between the F, the 8th fret, and the 6th fret on the A. what I'm doing in the recording, in the cover, is hitting the 8th fret of the A string twice, da, da, and then hitting the 8th fret again, pulling off, then doing that again. And that brings us to our verse where the beat switches up, where we begin the rap section. And this section is honestly the easiest thing in the song. It is one note, one string, one fret. So, it is on your B string, on your 9th fret. And that is it. And I add a little spice in and my cover by sliding up from 1 fret below. As well as muting the other string, so I'm hitting like a... However, to be more accurate with the recording, don't do any of the fancy stuff. Don't do this, the slide or the muted notes with the regular one. Just... And that is, every time the rap comes up, that is what you want to do. And of course, for this part, go ahead and listen to Overcompensate, practice it with the recording, that way you can get the timing just right. And now we move on to the chorus of the song. Does it kind of look familiar? That's because you kind of already played it when Tyler began singing. So, power chords, once again, go to your A string 4th fret, and then to your D string and your G string 6 frets. Take the shape once again, move it up 2 frets. And then take this entire shape down a string, so low E string, 6th fret, then your 8th fret of your D, A and your D. That's right, no stretching there, just complete power chord, and then move that up 2 frets once more to your 8th fret of your low E, and then your 10th frets of your A and your D string. So, I fly by, dangerous bend symbol. Repeat, don't hesitate, maybe overcompensate. So in total you repeat that 3 times. Second time. Third time. And for your final time here, we start at the very beginning of this section, so 4th fret of your A string power chord. Bring that up 2 frets. And then bring it up 2 more frets to your 8th fret of your A string. 10th frets of your D and your G. So that way you're doing an F power chord. However, if you want to make it more accurate, make it an F minor power chord. So, I mean F minor chord, not power chord, F minor chord. Which that is just taking your F power chord shape and then putting your middle finger on the 9th fret of your B string. And or you can Green Day holiday it and just choose not to do the D string and just do 8th fret, 10th fret of your G, and then 9th fret of your B. And that's actually a fun little thing. Kind of wish I did that in my cover now, because that actually sounds cool once you Green Day it. But once again, power chords, 4th fret, 8th fret A, and final time, 4th fret, 8th fret, F minor. So now, that is every time a chorus comes up. You can add a little different thing in every single bit of the chorus. When it starts out, I do the everything held, then eventually hit the chords twice, and then eventually 4 times. Feel it out in the song, and there is only one part to learn left, and that is the bridge. So this is definitely a lot of fun to play, but also can be a little bit difficult. So, what this is, go to your G string and go to your 10th fret. Next, you'll want to go to your 8th fret of your B string and on your E string. And once again, this is another thing where I'm barring both of my index finger. Now, if you can't bar with your index finger, just play the 8th fret of your B string only. Don't worry about the high E string. But for me personally, we're going to do the full thing. So 8th fret G, 10th fret G, 8th fret B and E. And so you want to hit that. And then hammer your middle finger on to your 9th fret of your B string. Which is why I said don't worry about the high E string if you can't play it. Because like that makes it the full chord. But we are looking for that particular sounds. And then comes the stretch here. So, now you see there, it's still a bit difficult for me as well. So what's going on here is your your ring finger is still on your 10th fret of your G string. Your middle finger is still on your 9th fret of the B string. However, your index finger is all the way back here on your 6th fret of your high E string. Now, I admit, that's difficult, I know. So, alternate fingering you can do is go to your D string, 15th fret, 13th fret of your G, and then 11th fret of your B. Same exact notes, and yes, admittedly, this is still a stretch. No matter what, you have to stretch it either way. I prefer this one up here, just because I only have to move one finger rather than move a whole hand position. So there is that. Now the timing of how to play that is 1 and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the fourth time you do it, you just have to do once. And that is how to do the bridge. Then you return back to then you end the song out. And that is how to play Overcompensate. Definitely a super fun song to play once you get everything down. The hard bits will be the intro and just doing this forever until the Tyler starts singing, and or it will be the bridge with this chord being all stretched out and or getting the timing of that just right. But definitely super fun to play once you get it all down. And if this is too much, don't worry, we're gonna have other lessons this week on how to play this on acoustic guitar, which it will just be how to use chords, and we'll be doing how to play it on ukulele as well. But anyway, guys, we're gonna do a lot more of these once Clancy comes out on May 17th. We have a lot of lessons to do, a lot of covers to do, so stick around and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, and good night. More importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later.